Whatever value you will give, whether it is negative or positive, write as usual. Here you will not taking the modulus as in the previous case. Ungrouped data is where each observations are written individually. Grouped data is how many times the observation is repeated, that we have written in terms of frequency. So whatever the value of variance you will get, just take the square root, you will get the value of the standard deviation. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in today's session, we will be discussing the variance and standard deviation, that how to calculate the variance and standard deviation of a given data. So as I said previously, you have two types of data. One is ungrouped data and another one is grouped data. So ungrouped data is where each observations are written individually. Grouped data is how many times the observation is repeated, that we have written in terms of frequency, or we can group up the observations from 10 to 20, 100 to 200 like that in terms of class interval. So based on that, we can calculate or use different formulas to find the variance and standard deviation. What do you mean by variance? A variance is nothing but it's a mean of square of deviations from mean. So deviation means you are subtracting each score from mean and you are taking the square of it, sum of all divided by total number of that observations. That is, it's a mean of square of deviations from mean. And we denote it through sigma square. So sigma square represents the variation, and square root of this value, whatever you get as a sigma square, if you take the square root, that is called as the standard deviation, which we will write in terms of sigma. And here, this is purely for an ungrouped data. Here we doesn't have any frequency. If you have for a frequency, then you have one extra term multiplied fi xi minus x bar whole square there. So that is for the grouped data. And here, this is for ungrouped data. Now, let's take an example or a first problem you can see. Find the variance of the following data. So here we have the variance of the following data. We have the score 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Now, here if I consider this as x, how to calculate mean? That is by adding all the terms divided by the total number of terms. So let's calculate mean. Mean is equal to sum of all observation divided by number of observation. So go on adding 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus 16 plus 18 plus 20 plus 22 plus 24. When you add all this, you will get the value as 150. And how many number of scores you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. So therefore, you will get x bar is equal to 50. The next thing is, this is x column or xi column. I'll write this in terms of column. So let's write this as 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And subtract each from x bar. Whatever value you will give, whether it is negative or positive, write as usual. Here you will not taking the modulus as in the previous case. We are taking exactly the negative or positive value. So 15 minus 6, it is minus 9. So next we have 15 minus 8 minus 7. Next we have 10, 15 minus, so minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Next, we will take summation of xi minus x bar whole square. So, we are taking the square of each term because variance is nothing but summation of xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. It's a mean of xi minus x bar whole square. So, we need this column xi minus x bar whole square. Let us square it. So, minus, when you square it will become positive. So, this is 81. 49, next we have 25, next 9, 1, 1, 9, 25, 49 and 81. Add this. So when you add all these scores, you will get the value as 330. So therefore, now we need to calculate variance. So variance, we represent it as sigma square. So sigma square is 1 by n summation of xi minus x bar whole square. So that is 330 divided by n. So what is the value of n? We have 10 scores. So when you divide it, you will get the value as 33. So this is how we will find the variance of a given ungrouped data. If you want standard deviation, it is square root of 33. Whatever the value you will get as a square root of 33, that is your standard deviation. Now here they have asked you to find the variance. So therefore the variance is 33. Now next, let's look at the second one. Find the variance and standard deviation for the following data: 4, 8, 11, 17, 20, 24, 32, 3, 5, 9, 5, 4, 3, 1. So let's calculate here. Since we have a frequency here, the formula is multiplied with the frequency. Again, we are going to calculate mean, then take deviations from mean, then take the square of deviations divided by n to calculate the variance. Let's see it now. We have xi. Let's write all the scores here. So 4, 8, 11, 17, 4, 8, 11, 17, 20, 24, 32. 20, 24, 32. Next, let us write the frequency. 3, 5, 9, 5, 4, 3, 1. 3, 5, 9, 5, 4, 3, 1. Now, next column is Fi, Xi. Why? Because we need to calculate mean. Mean is x bar, which is summation Fi, Xi divided by n. Whenever you have a group of data, multiply with the frequency. So now, here it is 12. So 40, 99, 85, next 80, next 72, next 32. Let us sum it up. Summation of xi minus xi, that is equal to 420. So now we got 420 and let's calculate n, that is we will get the value. So when you add all this, you will get the value as 30. So to calculate mean, it is 420 divided by 30. So the value is equal to 14. Now we have got x bar is equal to 14. Take the deviations, that is 4 minus 14. We have minus 10. Similarly, 8 minus 14. So we have minus 6. Next we have minus 3. Next we have 3, 6, 10, 18. Let's square it. So 100, 36, 9, 9, 36, 100. So this is 324. Now Fi into xi minus x bar whole square. So multiply 3 into 100, it is 300. Next we have 5 into 36, it is 180. Next we have 9 into 9, it is 81. Again 5 nines are 45. So 36 into 4, 144. Next 3 into 100, it is 300. Next we have 1 into 324, it is 324. Let's take the summation of all this. So summation Fi xi minus x bar whole square, that is equal to 1374. So now let's calculate the variance. So variance, we write it as sigma square is summation Fi xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. So we got the value of 1374 divided by n value is 30. So when you cancel it, you will get the value as 45.8. So this is the variance of the given data. They have also asked you to find the standard deviation. So standard deviation, we have to take the square root of this. So sigma, that is we call it as a standard deviation, which is square root of 45.8. So the value will be equal to 6.77. So this is the standard deviation. Next. So variance and standard deviation for a discrete frequency So discrete means what we have done previously. So that is the formula we have taken it as Fi xi minus x bar whole square. Whatever is there, here it is the same. So instead of sigma square, I have written the formula. So whatever the value of variance you will get, just take the square root, you will get the value of the standard deviation. And it is same for the continuous frequency distribution also. So here also it is variance 1 by n fi xi minus x bar whole square for the variance. And here standard deviation is n into summation fi xi whole bar by summation fi xi whole square. So here you look, it's different, but this is also one of the formula where you can calculate the standard deviation in a continuous frequency distribution. So if you don't know to calculate the variance, then you have to use this formula to calculate the standard deviation. So this is another formula to calculate the standard deviation. Anyhow, you can use the same formula. You can calculate the variance first, then take the square root to find the standard deviation for both frequency distribution, for discrete as well as continuous frequency distribution. Next we have calculate the mean, variance and standard deviation for the following distribution. Class interval is given 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. Frequency is given in the form of 3, 7, 12, 15, 8, 3, 2. Let's write this in a tabular form. So let's write this. We have 30 to 40, 40 to 50, next 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. So let us write the frequency what they have given 3, 7, 12, 15, 8, 3, 2. So 3, 7, 12, 15, 8, 3, 2. I already said whenever the class interval is given, write the midpoint. So here it is 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. I need to calculate the mean. So for mean, I need summation fi xi divided by n. So let's calculate fi xi also n. So let's calculate n. So when you add the frequency table, you will get the n value as 50. Now let's multiply fi into xi. So let's multiply 35 into 3, 105, 45 into 7, 315, 55 into 12, it is 660, 65 into 15, it is 975, 75 into 8, it is 600, 85 into 3, it is 255. Next, 95 into 2, it is 190. Let's calculate this summation fi xi. The value is 1100. So let's calculate the mean. It is 3100 divided by 50. So when you cancel this, the value you will get it as 62. So next, let us take the deviation. Directly I have taken the column xi minus x bar whole square. First make xi minus x bar, then square it. So here we have x bar, what you got is 62. So here it is xi minus 62 whole square. For example, 35 minus 62 is minus 27, minus 27 whole square. So that is 729. Next we have 45 minus 62, that is 17. 17 whole square is 289. Next 55 minus 62 is 7. 7 square is 49. Next we have 65 minus 62, that is 3. 3 square is 9. Next 75 minus 62 is 13. 13 square is 169. Next 85 minus 62 is 23. 20 square is 529. Next 95 minus 62 whole square, that is we will get it as 33 square. The value is equal to 1089. Now let us multiply the frequency column with this xi minus x bar whole square. 729 into 3 we get the value as 2187. 289 into 7 we will get the value as 2023. Next 12 into 49 we will get it as 588. Next 15 into 9 which is 135. Next we have 8 into 169, which is 1352. Next we have 3 into 529, that is 1587. Next we have 2 into 1089, which you will get it as 2178. Let's add this summation fi xi minus x bar whole square. After adding each row, we will get the value as 10,050. Now let us calculate the variance. So variance sigma square is equal to summation fi xi minus x bar whole square divided by n, that is 10,050 divided by 50. Cancel it, you will get the value as 201. Now this is the variance. Standard deviation is sigma, which is square root of 201. That is equal to 14.18. So this is the standard deviation. Next question. Find the standard deviation for the following data. I already told you. So without finding the variance also, we can find the standard deviation. For that, we need this formula, that is summation fi xi whole square minus summation fi xi whole square under the square root whole divided by n. Let's use this formula to calculate it now. In your examination, you can follow any one of the method. So here, let's write what is xi and fi. Now, let's write this in a table. We have xi. Again, we have fi. Let's write what is given xi. So that is 3, 8, 13, 18, 23. Let's write fi 7, 10, 15, 10, 6. Let's add n. We need n. So when you add this, you will get the value as 48. So next, I will take xi square. Xi square is 3 square, 9, 8 square, 64, 13 square, you will get the value as 169. Next is 18 square, which is 324. Next is 23 square, which is 529. Next, let us take fi into xi. So fi into xi means 7 3s are. So that is 21. So I am calculating fi xi. Next it is 10 into 8, 80. 15 into 13, 195. 18 into 10, 180. 23 into 6, so which is 138. So next I need the sum of this. So let's calculate. This is summation fi xi. The value here is 21 plus 80, 195, 180, 138. You will get it as 614. Now let us see the last column, that is fi into xi square. Fi into xi square. Let's multiply. 7 9s are 63. So next it is 10 into 64, which is 640. 15 into 169, that is 2535. Next we have 10 into 324, 3240. The last one is 6 into 529, that is 3174. Let's add this. So when you add this, you will get the value as 9652. Now let us substitute the direct formula for standard deviation. So that is standard deviation is equal to 1 divided by n square root of n into summation fi xi square minus summation fi xi whole square. Now here n we got it as 48. So 1 by 48 square root of 48 into fi xi square is 9652. Fi xi is 614. So let us substitute these values in the formula. So this is 9652 minus 614 whole square. So that is equal to 1 over 48. So when you multiply, the value is 46 3296 minus 614 whole square is 376996 under the square root. So after solving this, we will get the standard deviation value as 6.12. So subtract this, take the square root, divide it by 48, you will get the standard deviation value as 6.12. So this is another way to calculate the standard deviation. So let's see the next question. We have 6, 10, 14, 18, 24, 28, 30 as a score and frequency is 2, 4, 7, 12, 8, 4, 3. Let us find the mean and variance. So let's substitute these scores in terms of column. So what we had is 16, 10, 14, 18, 24, next we had 28, next 30. So frequency we had it as 2, 4, 7, 12, 8, 4, 3. Let us calculate the value of n. N is equal to 40 we get. Now we need to calculate mean to find the deviation. So for that, mean is equal to summation fi xi divided by n. So summation fi xi we need to calculate. Let us calculate the multiple xi into fi. So when you do it, it is 12. Next we have 40. Next 98. Next 216. 192. 112. 90. So when you add all these score, you will get the summation as 760. So let's put here 760 divided by 40. When you cancel, you will get x bar as 19. Let us take the deviation, all the scores from 19. So you will get the value as minus 13, minus 9, minus 5. Next you have minus 1, 5, 9, 11. So now let us take the square of this and multiply with fi. So 13 square is 169. 169 into 2, we will get it as 338. Next 9. 9 square is 81. 81 into 4, we will get it as 324. Next 5 square, 25. 25 into 7, you will get the value as 175. 1 square is 1. 1 into 12, you will get the value as 12. Next 5 square, 25 into 8, which is 200. Next you have 9 square, 81. 81 into 4, again you will get the value as 324. 11 square is 121. 121 into 3, you will get the value as 363. Again adding all these terms, you will get the value as 1736. So now variance. So variance is sigma square summation fi xi minus x bar whole square whole divided by n. So summation xi minus x bar whole square, what you got is 1736 divided by n. So that is 40. So when you cancel, sigma square is equal to 43.4. So they have asked you to find out mean as well as variance. So here in this session, we have calculated the mean, variance and standard deviation for the given grouped and ungrouped data. We'll meet you in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.